Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review, we're going to be looking at the WOLFBOX Turbo Fan. This is the newer model, the MF200. So I had previously went over the MF100. Absolutely love this thing. It's been in my truck ever since that review video. I use it all the time to blow off my tools, clean out my truck, even clean myself off sometimes. Well, WOLFBOX contacted me and asked me if I'd be willing to try out their newer model. So I am marking this paid promotion because WOLFBOX sent this out to me for free. But I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't make any money if you go buy this off their website or anything like that. But since they sent me this for free, I am marking it paid promotion. I also want to thank them for sending this. But when they asked me if I was willing to try it and I saw some of the features that it had, it was kind of some of the things that the older model were lacking, in my opinion. So I definitely wanted to get my hands on this. Again, I'm a review channel where I kind of just share with you what's in the box, how I use things, and then hopefully all those things would help you make that decision. I'm not a crazy tester or anything like that, but I will say that Torque Test Channel, they did a video going over several like smaller blowers, including that new Milwaukee precision blower, and put this one into the mix, and it performed very well as far as their testing goes. So if you're thinking about it, you might want to go watch that video as well. I'm going to basically share with you what you get in the box if you buy it. I'm going to share with you the pricing, all those kinds of things, some general uses of how you would use it. And then I do have a sound tester. I probably will check out the difference between the older model and the newer model. And I'm going to share with you the few things on this that I think are far exceeds or at least is better in comparison to that older model as well. That way, hopefully at the end of the video, you can decide if either one of these might be the right fit for you. That's going to be the go behind it. But let's go ahead and jump into the features, price, and all those things and what you get in the box. So before I get into the box and start to talk about pricing, I really have to share with you one of the main advantages or biggest upgrades of the MF200 compared to the MF100. So the MF100 charges USB-C. That's really nice, but it's all internal. The batteries are internal. So that means while I'm using this, if it dies, but I want to keep using it, I'm going to have to plug it up. I'm going to have to wait until it's done charging before I can keep using it. Well, the MF200 now has replaceable batteries. So you can see that there, the MegaFlow 200B. Here's the back side of that package if you want to look at that information. I believe it is a 6,000 milliamp hour battery if I remember right. But essentially, you can now just press this button, pull out this cartridge or the battery. It charges USB-C as well, so I could plug this up, set it to the side on my workbench, take that spare battery now and put that in. That charges USB-C as well, but now I can keep using it while that battery's charging. That is by far one of the nicest features of this one and well worth it for the upgrade, or well worth it choosing this one over that one. If you're kind of in the mix of looking at one of them, would definitely go with this one just for that feature alone. But that plays into the pricing because you're going to get what's in this box with one battery. And again, I think it's on sale right now for $100. So you'll have to check the description, go to their website, go to Amazon, whatever, and see if the pricing is the same. I think they got some deals going on right now where you're going to get this for $100, or you can buy a kit that comes with an extra battery for $110. So only 10 more bucks for that extra battery. Or I think they even have a bundle with 2 extra batteries, or you can buy this battery by itself if you decide you want to get it later for like $22. So you'd be 122 bucks instead of 110. So again, it all depends on what your needs are. If you're only going to use it in short bursts and you've got plenty of time to charge it between times, you may not ever need the extra battery. But I think it's well worth having it on hand for an extra 20 bucks just for in the case that you get into some job where you're going to be using it like crazy and you want to be able to have that extra run time. I think it's a really nice feature that now you can do that on the MF200 where you couldn't do it on the MF100. So that's one of the biggest features. And again, that plays into pricing. Now let's talk about what you get in the box. So as far as packaging goes, I got these at 2 separate times. I don't know if you buy one of those bundles, how that comes, but I got this at one time and then I got the battery at another time. So the battery comes out of the box itself. All you get is the battery there. Inside of this unit right here, here is the box. Here's the back side of the box in case you want any of that information. You can pause and zoom in. You can see there it is, made in China. If we open this up, go ahead and get this open. You're going to get the user manual itself. You're also going to get kind of an instruction. I'll go ahead and put this up here in case you want to kind of look at all those little spots on there and what they do. You're going to get the extra nozzles. They work exactly the same as the original WOLFBOX, where you're going to take this and turn it. That twist right off. And then you're also going to have these other nozzles. This is actually the one that came on it right here. And you just spin and put those on. They all go on and off super easy. This one's a little bit, longer, but also narrower here. And then you get one that's kind of got that even longer nozzle. So now if you have the original WOLFBOX, this is one of the nozzles that were on it. It is different. So you can't like use your older model nozzles on the newer WOLFBOX. They're kind of a little bit different. So take that into consideration as well. Again, you're also going to get this. That was sitting in there. So that comes in there. And then you're also going to get whatever's in here. You can see soft brush, hard brush, storage bag, and charging cable. I'll go ahead and open this up. Everything comes within that bag. There is the charging cable. So USB-C right here. For some reason, I've got 2 of them in there. I don't know if I accidentally stuck another one in there or if I got to. Maybe you get 2. And then there's your 2 brushes in case you use those. I personally never use these. I pretty much only use the nozzles, and I typically always use this nozzle right here because I'm using it to clean stuff. So for the most part, this is how mine stays set up pretty much all the time. But that's all the stuff that you get in the box. So the way this operates is exactly the same as the MF100. You have the power button back here where you're going to press and hold that on. All 3 bars are lit up. Now this is your speed, your battery indicators down here on the battery itself. Right now I'm in the highest speed. Anytime you use it in the highest speed, you have to press this button and hold it. Like whenever I let go, it's going to turn off, as you see here. But if I push the button and go down to the second setting and then press the button, it's going to stay on even when I pull my finger away. And then you press it again and turn it off. Same thing in that lowest setting. So only in the highest setting, whenever you have it in that full mode, you have to hold that down as far as the trigger button. I think it's probably so that you don't just leave it running and then the battery runs down super fast, like if you have it set to the side. But also, I think sometimes you want to do short bursts with that maximum air. So I kind of really like that. The only thing that's kind of a downer to me is that sometimes whenever this is like, it's got an auto power off. So after you set it to the side and you go to use it, you know, you'll go to press that button. It doesn't do anything. You got to sit here and turn it back on again. I don't know how they'd fix that. You know, I almost would like to see it to where whenever I press this trigger, it automatically turns it on or something like that. Maybe they could do that in the future. Sometimes that kind of might get a little bit annoying because sometimes with other blowers, you just go grab and pull a trigger, they start working. But once this one auto powers off, like I've got it off right now, say it's auto powered off, I go to use it, it's not doing anything. I got to turn it back on. Then I use it for a little while, set it to the side. So sometimes I find myself having to turn it on quite often. That's the only kind of negative I guess I would say about it. But again, I absolutely love it. As far as power and everything goes, it works phenomenal for everything that I'm going to use it for. You can see here I'm cleaning off my track saw. I start off with cleaning off the track itself. As I'm using that track saw, and then I move over the board I just cut, I can blow all the sawdust off that board. I clean my miter saw whenever I'm done using it as well. It does a very good job of cleaning off basically any tool that I want to use it on. I use it to clean out my truck carpets underneath my feet. You know, sometimes you get a lot of stuff in there. You can use this to blow out that as well. And even if you want to, you can use it to kind of get a fire going a little bit heavier. If you want to, you can sit there and blow a fire with it. It works for all sorts of things that you might want to use it for. Again, I can't really show you the power. Basically, if you're going to use it to blow something with, if you get close enough, it's going to blow it away. I mean, if I put this in high mode, you can kind of see it working on my hand here. But the nice thing is you can kind of go down a mode if you want to. Blow off your workbench. It's not going to blow a lot of stuff like off your bench. It's not going to move a lot of tools or anything like that out of the way. So it kind of has that adjustment. That is really nice. I mean, I absolutely love this model right here. But the 2 things that I love about this more than anything, first thing is that replaceable battery I already talked about, because if I run out of battery on that, I have to charge it. And then also going along with that is with that battery, you have this flat spot right here. So now I can take and set that on the workbench because that's where this one's going to stay. I'm probably going to keep this one in my truck because of this feature alone right here. And I actually use this around my shop probably more often than I actually use it out of my truck. But I can just leave this sitting on a workbench. But it's even nice out in the field if I'm using my track saw and I've got it on a work table, I can sit there and set that on that work table. I don't have to worry about it falling over because this one has kind of like this curve thing here. So you can't stand this one up. It has to lay flat. Although that's probably the better position in the field, because if you hit this over, you know, you might hit your tip just right and it might end up breaking or something like that. But as far as a workbench goes, this is way better. Replaceable battery and the fact that you can just stand it up straight. That's the 2 big wins for me in my opinion. But I said that I was going to test the sound, so I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. I've got this Top Test sound decibel reader. So I'm just going to check the older model compared to the newer model. Again, I don't have the Milwaukee Precision Blower here. That was a buddy let me borrow that one, so I can't add that into the mix. But again, go check out the Torque Test Channel's video. So here is the original MF100. It's definitely not as fast. Like, I'll go ahead and just let you hear maybe the difference. And again, that's all depends on how it comes through my audio. Here is the MF200. Quite a bit more powerful, but also a little bit louder as well. So here is the MF100. Comes in around 87 or so, I guess. MF200. $96 or so. So again, a little bit louder, and I will say, just hearing it wise, it's definitely a little bit louder, but also way more powerful as well. I'm going to put it on the second one here. So the second one might be kind of more equivalent to the highest one on this one as well, and then that brings that sound down a little bit. So the sound is a little bit more, but the power is definitely more as well. But again, the biggest thing is the battery replacement and the sitting it flat. But that's the MF200 from WOLFBOX, the turbo fan. Again, comes in just a little bit more expensive than the MF100. If you haven't bought this one yet, I would for sure buy this one. Now, if you have bought this one, you're thinking, is it worth the upgrade? It mostly would depend on, do you run out of battery on this one pretty often? If that's the case, this is the way to go. Or do you use it in a situation where you want to set it down like that all the time? If that's the case, you might want to look into it as well. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. If you've been running one of the WOLFBOXes and you use it all the time, how well you like it, those kinds of things like that, drop that in the comments below, so that if someone's here watching this review, they can go down in that comment section and get reviews from other people who are actually using them as well. But again, I hope this video was helpful in some way. I hope it helps you make the decision if any of these are the right fit for you. As always, stay safe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video.